Hello guys, I'm here from Java Learning Tips. Today we are going to talk about array. So what is an array? If you remember variable, okay, it's like a variable, but instead of one value inside, it can have more value. So let's see how it works. So like the variable, we have many type also in the array. So we can have an array of int, an array of char, an array of string. So let's see on Eclipse how an array is write, so the syntax and how it works. So we can write like this, so int, and these square brackets are used in array. Now we have to write the name of our array, so I can call it just array1, and now we have to assign the value to our array. So we have to use the curly brackets, and inside here we have to write all the value that we want inside our array. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and remember semicolon. So this is our array. It's a variable that contains more than one int value, so contains exactly 6 int values. And now let's see how we can access to one of these value and why we should use array. So how can we access to an element of this array? For example, if I want to access to the first element of my array, I have to write something like this. So the name of my array, in this case array1, and inside the square brackets I have to write the position of the element that I want to access. In this case, if I want to access to the element 1, I have to write 0, because in Java, in the array, the count start from 0. So 0, this is the element 1, this is the element 2, this is the element 3, this is the element 4, and this is the element 5. Okay? So if I write element 0, I'm accessing to the element 1. Okay? So let's print this in the console. And okay, and let's execute the program, and as you can see we have write 1. If I want to access to the element 2 of my array, I have to write simply 1. Okay, okay, as you can see, because 1 is the element 0, okay, and 2 is the element 1, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is how we can access to an element of our array. And what if I want to change a value inside my array? So if you want to change a value inside your array, it's exactly how in the variables, but you have to write like this. So array 1, because it's the name of our array, the position of the elements that you want to change. So in this case, for example, I want to change the number 2 into number 10. Okay, so 2 is the element 1. Now I have to assign the value. And okay, so now if I try to print the element 1 of my array, it will be printed 10 and not anymore 2. Okay, so let's try. And as you can see, now it's 10, it's not anymore 2. But let's now see another way to create an array. So let's say that we want to create an array, but we don't know what element we have to put inside. We just know how many elements we will put, but not what elements. So we can write like this. So let's say that is an array of int. Okay, exactly like before, but now we will call it array2 and equal to new int, and here we have to write how many elements we want in our array. So let's say 5, and remember always the semicolon. So now we have created an array with 5 elements, but each of these position is empty. So each element of our array, if not specified, has the default of the data type that we have specified here. So in this case, we have an array of 5 elements, but we don't have insert anything in our array. So we have an array with 5 0. Okay, so because 0 is the default value of int. Okay, we can also check this. So let's print array2 with the element 1, and if I print it in the console, it will retrieve me 0. Okay, 10 is of the array before. Let's comment out this, so because we don't need. So let's now try again, and we have 0. Okay, so with the position 1, but we can also check the position 0, that's the fourth position. Okay, so we can check the third position. So it's 0 everywhere. Okay, but I can change this value, I can add value. So let's say that now in the position 3 I want the number 10. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to write array2 and the position that I want to change. So we say the position 3 and assign the value. So in this case we have say 10. So let's now print again in the console, and it's not anymore 0, now it's 10. So we can see the difference like this. So before the assignment it will be 0, and after the assignment it will be 10. So we can check now this 0 and 10. Okay, so we can change a value in an array with this syntax. Okay, so just assign the value to our array position. But what if I add an element of my array? So my array has 5 positions. So what if I had a position in my array? So let's say that I want to add in the position 5. So remember that the position 5 here doesn't exist, because if the array starts from 0, the last position is 4. Okay, so if you have 5 elements, the last position is 4. Okay, so 5, it means that he has 6 positions, but we have just 5 positions. So if I write array 5 and I try to assign a value here, so let's say 20, array 2. Okay, now it will retrieve me an error because it say out of bounds, because the index 5 is out of our array length, because we don't have 6 positions, we have just 5 positions. So for access to the last position we have to write here 4. Okay, so 5 element starting from 0 means 4 position. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's okay. But if I try to add a new element to our array, so even 6, so it will retrieve me an error because 6 does not exist, because our array has just 5 positions. Okay, so in the next video we will see how to iterate an array with the for loop to print each element of our array. because I can't just print my array like this. So if I try to print all the array like this, so let's remove the position, it will not print the array because this is not a correct way to print our array. So but we will see this in the next video. So for this video ends here. If you like my video, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. I have also a website and an Instagram page you can find here in the description. And okay, we will see you in the next video. Bye.